Hey guys, sorry I haven't posted in a while. I have experienced a medical issue with my vision. I haven't really told any of you on here, but I was born with congenital cataracts, and when I was young, they implanted lenses in my eyes. Once they removed the cataracts, I was probably about maybe 8 or 9 years old when they implanted my lenses. So over this past week, Friday night, I bent over to do something, and in the process of bending over, the lens in my right eye decided to shift. It came loose. It's implanted inside my eye. It came loose and it decided to shift up, and it's sitting inside my eye, but it's shifted up where it's not in the proper position, which has caused me to have really bad blurry vision. I can't hardly see. It's pretty much left me blind. So we didn't know what happened. We kind of freaked out, got a little scared because we thought maybe it was my blood pressure. I was having a stroke because it only affected my right eye. And so we got really scared because my right eye is literally the only eye I can see out of. My left eye, due to circumstances between the two surgeries I had, my left eye was left damaged, and my vision is extremely poor in my left eye to begin with, so my right eye is literally the only eye I see out of. So on Saturday, we went to the urgent care, spent 4.5 hours waiting at the urgent care because we were worried about, high blood pressure or early signs of a stroke or anything like that, or blood clot or something like that. We were worried about, something. So 4.5 hours in the urgent care, only to find out that I am perfectly healthy. It's not a stroke. It wasn't high blood pressure. It wasn't, a blood clot or anything like that. I had no other signs, no fever, no nothing. So 4.5 hours later, and who knows how much money later, still haven't got the bill for that, to find out that I need to go see my ophthalmologist. So of course, since it was a weekend, we had to wait till Monday to go see the ophthalmologist. And when I went in Monday around 9, I got an appointment at 9:45 a.m. I went in, and for that doctor the first ophthalmologist to tell me that my lens had shifted. And there was nothing he could do about it. He was going to refer me out to a surgeon because I was going to need surgery to get it replaced or put back in or whatever it is. I don't quite remember the terms, sorry. And so, but while I was there, he was able to put a contact in my eye to allow my vision to clear up. It's not up to par, like perfect vision, where it was before, but it's been able to improve my vision enough that I can see a little bit. And with the help of these, which are reading glasses, of multiple different strengths, I got like 3 different pairs I switch between depending on what I do. With the contact and the reading glasses in combination, I'm able to see enough where I can work. But I've just haven't been... Before this, I had been sick all last week, so it was just one thing after another, and it's been dealing with a lot. So after seeing the second ophthalmologist, spending another 4.5 hours at that doctor's office, being prodded and lights shined in my eyes measured, everybody wanting to look at it, it was determined that I will be going into surgery next week. On Wednesday, I will go in and he will take a look. He doesn't know exactly what he's going to do. He says he can do one of 2 options. He can either get the lens back into place and re-secure it if the lens is fine and it's able to be moved, because right now it's kind of stuck up there. And the strap or whatever that held the lens in is like across my eye. So when I look, I'm seeing double vision because I'm trying to look around that item that's kind of split, that little whatever it is. I don't know exactly what he described it. It was like the securing band or something. It literally sits across the middle of my eye. So as I go to look through it, it causes a lot of double vision and blurriness. So it's been a struggle for sure. But he said he could do either one of 2 things. He can move it back into place. If he goes to tug on it and it slides back into place, he may be able to re-secure it and just leave that lens in there. If everything looks good, if the lens is in good condition and he's able to re-secure it and put it back in, he can leave that lens in there. Or if he goes to kind of pull on it to slide it and it gets stuck or anything, or it's damaged in some way, he's going to have to cut it up, remove it, and implant a new lens. But he says he won't know until he goes in. But he wants to do the safest option because the way the structure of my eye is very odd due to having a smaller lens in there, because the lens I currently have is an adolescent lens that was put in almost 30 years ago. So he says, due to the bizarre structure of my eye and how small my eye is, implanting a new lens can cause risks. There's risks in factor where if the lens is too big and he can't get it into the proper place, he can actually tear the sac the lens sits in. He can actually tear that if he's not careful when trying to implant the new lens. So he's going to be cautious. He's going to take the best approach that is the safest for my eye. But once again, we won't know exactly what's going to happen until next week when I go into surgery. But due to being sick and having to deal with this, I haven't really been able to post a lot lately. But I figured I'd let everyone know, kind of give you a little update on what's going on. I will come back in and update after surgery. I have my surgery next week, but without the contact in my eye, I can't see. So for a couple days next week, we'll be completely blind for the most part while I'm waiting for surgery, because I can't wear the contact the day before surgery. And then the day of surgery, he'll patch my eye and let it heal. And the day after surgery, I will still be patched. And halfway through the day until I go to post-op. And when I get to post-op, he'll take the patch off. He'll make sure everything looks good. And then he'll have me wear a guard for my eye while I sleep so I don't rub my eye. But, I should be back to normal vision, or even better. If he implants a new lens, my vision will actually be better. Come next weekend on Saturday or Sunday, I should be able to be back to normal. I go back to work. And then I'll be able to go back to work. I've been able to work these last couple of days with this contact in my eye, but it's been a little difficult because of double vision and all of that, and the fact that I'm not used to wearing contacts. I've never worn them in my life, and it's a very thick contact, so it feels weird while it's in. But I will update everyone after surgery and, let you all know how it goes. But as of the moment, that's kind of why I haven't been posting in the last few weeks, with being sick. And on top of, dealing with this, and this happening tomorrow will be a week since it happened. And it's pretty much the waiting game now until I can get into surgery next week. And hopefully everything will be able to be fixed and, I can put this all behind me. But I'm told that it happens. This is something that happens sometimes, but it's normally not until, older people, because cataracts is an old person's disease for the most part. So it doesn't happen very often in people my age, because, cataracts in infants are not very common. So, but he said it has happened. He's seen it. He's been able to fix this issue before. So I have confidence that the surgeon will be able to get in there and, fix it, just whatever, he's going to choose the safest route for me so that he doesn't, because it is the only eye I see out of. He doesn't want to permanently damage my eye, which will leave me blind for the rest of my life. So he's going to take, the precautions. But I will update everyone probably in a week or two when everything is healed, and I'll let y'all know how the surgery goes. But that's that's what's been going on with me lately, and that's why I haven't really been very active and posting. But hopefully I can get a few videos in. Maybe I'll get back to posting normal. I've got tons of stuff to open that I've gotten over the last little while. I picked up things here and there that I found at the store, so I'm excited to start opening these again. So that's what's going on with me. All right, well, thank you everyone for listening to my very long story, and join me next time when we discover something new.